So never send your Filipina LDR money, or really any LDR. LDR stands for long distance relationship. Money under any circumstance. This goes for guys that are meeting girls on the dating sites that probably don't even have a passport, or they're not in the country and they are considering a Philippines, a Thailand, some remote land. This goes for anywhere, but I'll speak on Philippines. This is a common mistake that guys make. And I'll tell you what goes on with a woman when she receives money from a man that has never physically been in her presence and may never be in her presence at any time. What happens is a lot of guys go onto these websites, the Tinders, the Bumbles, the Pina Loves, whatever, and they meet a gorgeous Filipina. And the West has become a bit of a starved out wasteland for dating. Even if you're in shape or you're what would have been considered handsome pre-2018, if you're not wealthy or famous or have a social media following or something, you no longer have access to the top tier women. Now, if you have a beautiful wife that you met in high school, or you've known for 10 years or something, there's exceptions to every rule. But as a general rule, post 2018, after sort of like the OnlyFans craze and the Snapchat, Instagram, Kardashians times, you notice that dating changed drastically in the West. So what a lot of guys doing is resorting to Southeast Asia and South America. So Philippines is hot right now, Thailand's hot right now, and a lot of guys don't even have their passport. They may not even have the proper funds to come over. They're still, racing the clock on the hamster wheel, working for their boss, trying to figure it out. They don't have a big nest egg or the ability to just come over here like I did. So they meet a beautiful Filipina. And what will happen is that Filipina will be the most charming, sweetest girl, a breath of fresh air from what the West provides with these masculine boss babes. And what's going to initially happen is you're going to get into oh, you're my girlfriend, I'm your boyfriend. When until you physically reached out and touched someone, you are a chatmate. You are no one's boyfriend. You don't have a girlfriend. You have no clue what this person is doing. As sweet and innocent as they may seem, and they may truly be, you actually have absolutely no clue what's going on the other 23 hours of the day when they're not video calling you. And there's something strange that happens in a woman's brain in any country when you will get the life's hardships. I need load for my phone. I am hungry. I need to take the bus, all the way up to a family member is in the hospital. And you are now that person's boyfriend, and you've gotten a close connection with them. A lot of your handsomes, good mornings, good nights. This may be completely genuine. Filipinas are the best girls in the world, and I currently have one that I've been in a relationship with for several months. But this is a common thing that men in my community, in my live stream community, guys I've done consultations with, and guys all over the world, not just Philippines, fall into. So they won't directly ask you for money 90% of the time, but you will be close with this person via video calls, texts, talking on the phone, whatever the case may be. And you will all of a sudden ask them one morning, hey, how are you? Good morning, beautiful, whatever. And they will say, not good. Directly following that will be a life's hardship. Whatever that could be. I need to go to the hospital, family members in the hospital, my scooter broke down, I'm getting kicked out of my place, I need simple load for my phone, I broke my phone, I want to continue to communicate with you. Whatever the hardship is, they will not directly ask you usually to do something for them, but this is now your quote unquote digital girlfriend, and you probably don't know better than to know what I just told you, that until you physically touch someone, you are a single man, I promise. You have no clue what it is that they are or are not doing. They could be married. They could be working multiple foreigners. They could have a Filipino boyfriend. They could have a foreigner boyfriend, young or old, that's living in the Philippines or has already visited the Philippines. So essentially, you're giving money to a stranger as a gift. And 90% of the time, guys feel obligated and are not able to find it in them to say no. You're talking about maybe 5,000 pesos. That's like $90. You're working still in America. In major cities, McDonald's workers make $16, $17 an hour. So you're not gonna feel like, oh, it's this big thing. But what happens is, in a woman's brain, when you start providing funds after being a complete digital friend that has never physically reached out and touched them, never established a connection in person or physical attraction or been intimate with them, is they lose respect for you. That's just the simple and plain facts. I know it's hard to hear. I get it in my comment section all day that I was right about this. When a woman starts receiving funding from a man that she may never meet, that she's never met, they lose respect for you. It's sad but true. It seems nice to help someone out. Another thing that happens is they expect the money. If you tell them, hey, here's 5,000 pesos, and then maybe you're even nice enough to say, hey, I'll help you out when I can, or I'll get you another 5,000 next month. If you need to, could be anything from fixing your teeth to, your bus pass, your load for the month, your food fund, a new, whatever it is. Then it gets to a point with anyone where they are kind of expecting that money on the first. And sad but true, with a bad one, when you decide you don't provide that money, say that you have a hardship, say that your child in the United States is sick, say the stock market crashes, your crypto crashes, you go to the hospital or whatever, when you no longer provide that quote unquote allowance that's somewhat expected, even though this could be a sweet girl and whatever, they're gonna show you their true colors. And most likely you're gonna get dropped on your head like a dirty napkin, unfortunately. So the best policy for chatmates, that's what it is. You're not in an LDR, you're not in a relationship, you have a chatmate. The best policy for a chatmate is never send them 1 peso. And this goes for all over the world, not a one. You don't even need to know the payment method to get them the pesos because you're simply not sending it. There's an old saying that if a woman is attracted to you, it's free. If she's not, there's a fee. And that stands all over the world and in the Philippines. If a woman thinks that you're handsome enough, she was getting through life before she met you, simple and plain. If a woman does not find you attractive, there is a cost to keeping the good mornings, keeping the video calls, keeping this all going. It's the sad, hard truth that a lot of guys in my community, in my comment section, in my live stream community, a lot of guys I've done consultations with have learned. It's really hard. Some girls are working multiple foreigners. Filipinas are the best. Filipinas seem like the sweetest girls in the world. And this goes for women all over the world, even in America. If you haven't met someone, they're a fucking stranger, do not send them 1 peso under any circumstance ever, period, point blank. I go live every day, 9 o'clock Manila time. I do consultations, jasperinthephilippines@gmail.com. It's under my About section. Just wanted to bring you that quick message back here in Uptown BGC. Just got back from Bohol, Philippines. You got the JP Morgan Chase building, got the mall over here. Just wanted to give that message. It seems like common sense isn't all that common these days, and it just is what it is, There's nothing I can do about it. Sana all. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video, guys. Sunrise in Bohol, Alona Beach, starting off 2024.